Reading update. So this is going to be different than my monthly wrap-ups. I'm not going to include statistics or anything like that because I didn't want to do them. But I'm going to talk to you about the 5 books that I've managed to finish in the last 3 months, so September, October, and November, and the several books that I am currently halfway through, almost done, or have just started because I was really indecisive, couldn't commit to anything, and didn't want to read, but wanted to read, if you know what I mean. So we'll start with the books that I read, which are here. Huh. It's a good thumbnail, hopefully. So we'll start at the bottom of the pile, because that makes sense for a thing that you're holding. Great. So, I think the first thing that I actually read was Montress Volume 2, The Blood. I don't really remember much about that, what happens in this, except for that there was a lot of double crossing. And they're on a ship. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I don't even know how I rated this. Quality content, my friends. Quality content. Let's just open up Goodreads, because that's where I haven't updated anything for the last 3 months too. Luckily, I read this at the beginning of September. I do know that much. So that is super helpful information. Yeah, so I finished this on the 1st of December, 1st of September while I was camping, and I rated it 3 stars. Okay graphic novel. Did enjoy. The next book that I read, also started while I was camping, was Smoke Gets in Your Eyes by Doughty. If you don't know her, she is the genius behind Ask a Mortician. She's super cool. This is her memoir, I guess. And it talks about her first few years working at a crematory and then going on to get her going to mortician school and stuff like that. Super cool book, super interesting look into death. I really enjoyed it. Rated 4 stars. Next, I read Murder of a Sleeping Beauty, which is the 3rd book in the Scumble River Mystery series by Denise Swanson. This is one of my favorite cozy mystery series. I have read 4 books in it because I read the most recent one as well. And this was good. It was about what I expected. I didn't figure out who the murderer was until the last 20 pages. There was a lot of suspects, which I enjoyed. And I rated it 3. I rate most cozy mysteries a 3. I love them, but like, they're not great works of literature, I guess. But they're super enjoyable, and I did really enjoy reading this one. Then I read Heir to Sevenwaters. I read this at the end of September. I finished it on the 23rd, in fact. And I enjoyed this one, but I didn't enjoy it as much as the originals. And part of the reason why I found this one harder to read was because I left too much space between this one and the one that its predecessor. So I was having a hard time keeping straight who was who, and I had to keep on referring to the family tree. So I mean, like, not a big deal, but yeah. The one thing that I did enjoy this is that it has a hate to love romance in it. They are my fave, but otherwise I didn't really enjoy the characters that it was following, stuff like that. So it was only a 3. Then the last book that I managed to finish was Seer of Sevenwaters. I started this right after I finished this one because I was like, I need to pick up the next one right away so I don't forget who any of the characters are. And I also bought this when I was like probably this far in and was really, really enjoying it. Yeah, I again started this at the beginning of October and did not finish this until the beginning of November. It took me a month to read. That being said, probably my least favorite in the series so far. I did not enjoy the romance in this one. I did really enjoy the main character, who is Sybil. She's super cool. I found like some of the things that happened kind of negated her autonomy, which I found disappointing. And yeah, I just, not for me. I did like the setting of this one though, because it takes place on the island in this Ela. Great job pronouncing that. But yeah, so I only have 1 book left in this, and then I will have completed the Sevenwaters series for the readathon. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll leave a link in the description box below. I'm really counting on future Colleen to do a lot of work. Then, in my book cozy, I got 3 books. And one of them has lost their bookmark. So, oh, that's also an important school thing, so I need to bring that back to King's. We'll start with the one that's the oldest. When I was still reading Seer of Sevenwaters, I went out on a book buying binge and bought 3 more books about death. And the one that I did a try chapter, which I didn't film, and the one that I decided to read was Working Stiff, 2 Years, 262 Bodies, and the Making of a Medical Examiner by Judy, Melinek, who's a doctor, and TJ Mitchell, who I assume is a writer who helped her make this good. I am 32 pages in, and it is amazing so far. It reads super well. It's really engaging. She talks about cool death stuff, so if you're into that, good. This might be a good book for you. Then, the one that I lost the bookmark for, that I want to say that I'm about 120 pages into this, and that is Oranges Are Not the Only Fruit by Jeanette Winterson. This is kind of like an autobiographical novel. She followed this up with an actual memoir called Why Be Normal When You Can Be Happy. So I'm also looking forward to reading that. I don't own that one yet. It's one of her books that I have not bought yet, so I have to get my hands on that. I have mixed feelings about this one. I don't like it as much as Sex and the Cherry, but I have been enjoying it so far, and that's all I have to say about that. And thirdly, I have Live and Let Growl. This is obviously a cozy mystery. It is by Laurien Berenson. This is part of the Melanie Travis Canine Mystery series, and I don't know what number it is. It is quite far in though. Like, that is the list of books that's out currently. But I have been really enjoying it. It's been easy to jump into halfway through, and so far what I know, which isn't really spoiling anything because this all happens within the first chapter, is that it follows Melanie, who likes dogs, and she's doing something. She's on vacation right now. I don't know what her actual job is, but she owns 6 standard poodles, I want to say. Or is it 4? She owns a lot of poodles. Her mother was a breeder, and all of her family shows dogs, poodles specifically, and her aunt are going to a dog show with her sister-in-law. Her sister-in-law is showing a dog, and her aunt is judging, and she's just along for the ride. And before they get to the dog show, her aunt drops a huge bomb on the whole entire family that she has been left a racing horse in a will, and she needs to go and visit this horse. So I don't know what the mystery is. I assume it's a murder mystery because most cozies are murder mysteries. I think I knew who's going to die. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. It's nice and light. Like, I read 32 pages fairly quickly. Sorry, I read 60 pages fairly quickly. It was 32 pages for Working Stiffs, which I also finished fairly quickly. But that's it. That is what I have done for the last 3 months for reading. As you can see, I read in September and then didn't read again. This video will flow well into my goals for December. By this point, my TisTheSeasonAthon TBR will already be out, so go watch that first before you watch my goals video, because there are, I mean, it's not really spoilers, I guess, but like, just go watch it first. It's good. But that will be the next video that will be on my channel. This should come out on Saturday, so tomorrow you'll also see the first vlog, which means that there will be 2 videos. Why did I do this to myself? And one of the videos, the vlog, should include some baking, so getting that content in fast. But thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.